You want to build a second income, but choosing the right path often feels like staring into a dense, confusing fog. Scroll through social media and you will see quick lists tossing out 10 different side gig ideas, exactly as if they're completely interchangeable. But these options demand vastly different commitments. They require distinct sacrifices of your time, your cash, and your emotional resilience. High side gig failure rates are rarely a product of laziness. Instead, they represent a mismatch between a gig's specific requirements and a creator's actual lifestyle. This diagram maps the 3 constraints you must audit. Evaluate your immediate financial need, available weekly hours, and existing skills. To build an income that lasts, find the gig perfectly in that center intersection. Pick anything outside it and you risk burning out quickly. The first month of any hustle is usually lost to setup and learning curves. You need 90 days of consistent execution to move past that initial friction and prove whether a gig can actually work within your constraints. We can break these options down into 3 distinct categories, starting with the immediate cash generators. To evaluate these gigs, we plot them on this chart. The horizontal axis tracks time to first dollar, while the vertical axis measures how easily income scales. Freelancing, virtual assisting, online tutoring, and social media management all group tightly in the bottom left corner. The mechanics here are straightforward. You take an existing, developed skill, like writing or managing schedules, and pitch it directly to clients on established platforms. Because you are filling an immediate need, this is the absolute fastest route to putting initial revenue in your bank account. However, that speed comes with heavy administrative baggage. You have to manage client relationships, handle endless email threads, navigate complex scheduling, and execute revisions. You generate revenue quickly, but your income is strictly capped by your available hours. The moment you stop working, you stop earning, meaning you've built yourself a second job. If you want to remove that one-on-one client relationship entirely, you look at the second category, the productized hustles. Back on the chart, digital products, print on demand, and AI content creation map to the top right quadrant. This model demands massive uncompensated upfront labor. You must design planners, write ebooks, or format templates long before seeing a single dollar. The upside to that delayed payoff is leverage. Once a digital asset is created, you can sell that exact same file infinitely with zero marginal cost of production. You also offload the logistics. By relying on third-party marketplaces like Etsy or Amazon, you let them handle the physical inventory and shipping on your behalf. But outsourcing your distribution exposes you to risk. A sudden algorithm change can bury your store overnight, and you face constant price undercutting from global competitors. These productized hustles offer infinite scale, provided you have a high tolerance for delayed gratification and accept the inherent risks of building on someone else's platform. That brings us to the final category, the audience builders. On our framework, YouTube, affiliate marketing, and stock media sit at the extreme outer edges of the top right quadrant. These require grueling initial input. You must produce consistent, high-quality content for months, often seeing zero algorithmic traction for your effort. If you survive that phase, you acquire a compounding digital asset. A dedicated audience allows you to generate multiple passive revenue streams through ad revenue and brand sponsorships. This is also where affiliate marketing functions optimally. Older, trusted videos or blog posts continue to rank in search results, generating commission checks years after you hit publish. But none of that works without building genuine audience trust first. An overt, desperate push for a sale early on permanently destroys viewer retention. Audience building offers true financial independence, yet it suffers the highest failure rate of all 10 gigs because the psychological toll of working for months in a financial void is too much for most people to sustain. Understanding how these gigs operate in theory is only half the battle. Now you have to map their mechanics directly to your current personal reality. It comes down to a choice. Are you willing to trade your time for immediate, capped money? Or will you trade upfront uncompensated labor for long-term scalability? To lock in your decision, follow this flowchart. It starts with one primary question. Do you need income this month? If the answer is yes, you follow this path. Ignore YouTube and avoid digital products entirely. Your strict focus needs to be on freelancing or virtual assistant work to get cash flowing immediately. If the answer is no, you move down to a secondary question. Are you willing to be on camera and build a personal brand? If you want true financial independence, can delay your gratification, and are willing to be the face of a brand, follow this branch. Fully commit to a YouTube channel or an affiliate blog. If you are time poor, have strong technical skills, but want to maintain your privacy, you take this final branch. Focus exclusively on selling digital products or uploading stock media. Once this matrix points you to a single path, you have to ruthlessly ignore the other 9 options. The early stages of any venture are unrewarding. It takes deep psychological focus to push through that friction without giving in to the temptation of pivoting to a shiny new gig. Lock in the single choice that matches your lifestyle constraints. Executing for 90 days gives you time to clear the learning curve and find out if a side gig can become a reliable second income.